Welcome back. It is Raktar, and a bunch of animals just died around me because of a comically way in that things were doing its thing in the thing. I am here, returning. I'm back from PAX, ready to record some more Tokyo Jungle. Just taking a look at my C rank challenges, which am I already in? Oh no, I am not yet in the C rank area. And realistically, I could just wait around. So Convenience Store Plaza falls right over here. I think actually Convenience Store Plaza is that place that I was just at, but I know it's one of these little chunks of area right here. Definitely, yeah, it's not this. It's the area that I was standing in. It's really funny because it's an area where I'm never quite totally sure where it is, but it's just a really big area over here that's easy to find. And yeah, because see, look, here's convenience store. I think it even says convenience store on the thing. It does it? Oh, it says happiness store. And you know what? Well, you know what makes Americans happy, and Japanese people apparently? Convenience. They love when things are convenient. And by the way, I'm just kind of like, I'm being weird right now. I need to look at how much food everywhere has. Oh, dude, you know what? I could totally go to underground facility. Oh, but look, the food right after I checked it, it respawned. That's amazing. All right, so I should probably head towards... Man, the burbs look pretty nice right now. Yoyogi Park East looks really nice, but it's sort of tough to get over there. Oh, man. I guess that's the place I've really got to go. I'm kind of trying to decide what would be the best course of action for me to get 4,000 calories in 10 years, but I actually know that at this point in the timeline, Yamanote line will probably be pretty decently infected with tigers, or not tigers, lions. The Yamanote line east and Yamanote line west always get infected with tiger or lions around this point in the game, so that'll be a good source of food for sure. Like, even though it's not showing that there's a lot of animals in the area, I'm not sure if it actually shows how many animals there are, how many calorie counts, but I know that lions do tend to have a high numero of calorie counts, so that's a good thing. But anyway, to chit-chat about my trip to PAX, it was, to say the least, it was fantastic. I guess I could give a little PAX wrap-up right now and just kind of like talk about what I did while I was there. It was really cool. So I went to a lot of panels this year at PAX. Panels were definitely one of my high points. I told myself before going, I was like, I want to do panels because I never get a good balance, but like this year I got a very good balance of like panels as well as like hanging out with like people and drinking. You may remember a while back on my channel, I did a couple episodes of Okami on the channel of somebody named Sailor Mayroon. So I actually ended up hanging out with that person at PAX a lot. That was pretty fun. Through her, I actually ended up meeting some cool Let's Players. I actually met and spent some time chit-chatting with Proton John, Nintendo Capri Sun, Chugga Conroy, and a couple other people who I didn't really know. Like Lucajin and Attacking Toucans. I really spent a lot longer, though, talking to, like, I'm gonna let this wolf call other wolves so I can get more food from him. But yeah, so basically, I spent a good sort of chunk of time talking to those people. That was really fun. It was just, it's kind of neat to meet some of the people that, I think definitely one of my big inspirations for doing, like, Let's Plays, and not even necessarily Let's Plays, just, like, videos on internet, on YouTube's, was Chugga Conroy, and so it was really neat, kind of just getting to chat with him about games, new games that were coming out, the new games that he was playing. So definitely some of the cool stuff that I did at PAX. A lot of the cool stuff, like I said, though, revolved around panels. Like, I had a really good time at panels this year. So one of the crazy cool panels that I went to actually happened to be a Last of Us panel. So I went to a panel about the original pitch that the developers of The Last of Us gave to Naughty Dog. And what's crazy about that game, and I'm not going to give any spoilers away, is that the final product storyline is far and away different than the actual storyline that you end up seeing in the game. And I don't know, I personally thought that was really neat, just because you feel like a lot of the times maybe the storyline isn't even like hashed out before the pitch, but in that game they actually had a good, like, they had the whole storyline totally hashed out before they even did the pitch. And the final storyline, like I said, is totally different. And it makes you think about, like, stuff like maybe And it makes you kind of feel like maybe that's how a lot of games are, where the final storyline isn't always hashed out. Like, it's not always something that they had totally figured out when they made the game. And so it was just really cool to kind of like see a game maybe in a much bigger sense of a process that you don't usually get to check out. So yeah, that was a really fun panel. Some of the other panels I went to were just like some random Penny Arcade stuff. I checked out, oh dude, this is not going to be a cool animal to kill. In fact, but it is also not going to fight back, it looks like. Or maybe it is. Oh no, it's going to fight. It's going to battle me. And possibly, whoa, it's possibly going to do a good job battling me. I also checked out like the Loading Ready Run panel, which if you're not familiar with Loading Ready Run, they make some cool series on YouTube. I actually like their series, to be honest, that don't appear on their channel. They have like a Magic the Gathering series that appears on the official MTG YouTube channel. And they have a, they edited and were highly involved in a series on Penny Arcade TV called Strip Search, which, if you never watched that, pretty awesome. I was a big fan of it. So yeah, I went to a couple panels involving that shit, but it was really cool. And then on my last day at PAX, one of the things that I did was I went to the Oculus Rift panel, or there was not a panel. I went to the Oculus Rift booth, and holy shit, the Oculus Rift is really crazy. If they can like get a lot of developers on board with it and just kind of like keep the whole Oculus Rift idea moving, I think that would just be fantastic. It is a cool step, to say the least. It's like a cool step for the video game industry if more companies kind of like embrace technology like that, just because, you know, you're kind of thinking a lot of the time with the game industry that you want to see, like, the world of gaming industry, it needs to do something new, and that's definitely like a brand new feel compared to most stuff. And I'm gonna get some toxic right here, whatever. I need the calories. It's like a totally brand new feel that you get from it, where it's like you don't see a lot of, I don't know, brand new stuff that is really different, like that's anything that you haven't seen before when you're like looking at stuff from the game industry. So it was neat. And in case for anybody who's like wondering what games I actually like played, I really didn't play a lot of games at PAX, and part of the reason for that was because I'm going to get my toxicity all the way up, and then I'm going to use that nice dog food. Alright, cool. Now I don't need to eat stuff anymore, so we'll just use the nice dog food, and we're good to go for at least a little bit. But yeah, I didn't wait in line for a lot of games at PAX this year. Whoa. A little... Oh, whoa. I was like attacking from a little far away there now, aren't we, Lioness? But yeah, I didn't end up waiting in line for games, and the reason was simply because I don't like the concept of waiting like a long time in line just to like play a game that I'm either maybe gonna be, I don't know, that I'll either be like playing within a few months anyway, or that it just doesn't have anything like totally new. Because like most games, especially if it's like a continuation of a franchise, you can generally guess what the game is gonna sort of entail based on what you know previously about maybe that franchise or the makers of the game. Whereas with like a lot of stuff, I don't know, it was just kind of, I don't usually wait for things, and so the reason I waited for Oculus Rift is because it definitely seemed like a new experience. Like, it was an experience that I can surely say I have never had with a video game before. And by the way, in case you're wondering what the Oculus Rift is, in case not all are familiar, the Oculus Rift is it's a virtual reality headset, or like eyewear and a headset together combined to get like a super immersive experience where, you know, you're in the world. And I actually played a couple minutes of Hawken on the Oculus Rift, which I only had to wait in line for about 30 minutes for, because the Oculus Rift sort of had like a funny line waiting compared to some of the other booths. So the way the Oculus Rift did their line is every 15 minutes they would let more people into line. So if you just happen to be walking by while they were doing it, then you could just jump into line. Now, what was funny is I actually probably spent as much time waiting for the line to let people in. Look at that, I came all the way over here for food, and now there's like no food. I spent probably as much time waiting for the line to let people in as I would have spent if I had just been in line the whole time. So I basically just walked around a circle around the booth like 4 times, and then finally I was able one time to like get in and be like, yay, now I finally get to do the one, like, game that I'm actually super interested in at PAX this year. So, I don't know, it was definitely a cool thing to try. I was really glad that I got to be one of the people to play that shit. And, by the way, now, every animal is totally scared of me. It's kind of annoying because I need these animals to be fighting me right now, but they're not. Oh. There we go, now this wolf... Dude, before... Oh, it's because it's got a wolf brother now. I was like, why did this wolf not want to fight me before? And it's because he didn't have a wolven friend. But here we go. What I was doing there for a second, actually, is I was sort of purposely waiting for one of those wolves to attack. Oh, shit. How close am I to not meeting this challenge right now? I need 2 animals. Okay, I see a pack of animals over there off in the distance. I don't care about my toxicity or anything. Oh, look. One of them's a wolf. Willing to fight me. Alright, we gotta go get that other animal. We have, like, no time. Please don't be something big. Alright, perfect. Porcupine. Perfect. That is absolutely fine with me. That was super close. Man, I almost did not get that challenge, but now I'm about to have a little bit of a crazy-ass fight on my hands. Everyone get your ass kicked, including you. Come back here, cheetah. You fucking dick. I can't tell if this cheetah's running or just doing one of those things. Sometimes in the game, things are trying to fight you, but their AI is just sort of like fucked up. So they're just running in all crazy directions, be like, look at me, I'm fighting you, but I'm doing it super runny and defensively like a dumbass. Oh, look at, oh, what are those? Oh, they're baby chicks. I was like, what are all those little things just hanging out here? And you gotta wonder, like, with all these lions between me and all the places I've been, it's kind of surprising these baby chicks managed to make it this far. And look at this. This is amazing. This is one of those places where, because I'm not standing on the same level as that saber-toothed tiger, as the saber-toothed cat, he's not attacking the baby chicks because, oh, I shouldn't have attacked him. What was I fucking thinking? Get out of here. ERC, this enemy is more than you can handle. I have mistakes made. So, and probably attacking this tiger was even mistakes made. Because that saber-tooth is going to come after me now. And yeah, I'm having some very hard times beating this fucking tiger. Yeah, fuck this. Alright, where's the Tosa boss? It is at Yamanote Line East. Alright, cool. What's good to know about that, what's notable about the Tosa boss being at Yamanote Line East, is that, let's see here. Intake 4,000 calories. I know that there's going to be a lot of food and a lot of animals in that area, because when there's a boss in an area, it spawns a lot of defenders for the boss. But anyways, I know this is kind of a ridiculous place for me to be doing this. I think I'm going to end this episode of Tokyo Jungle Survival right here, and in the next episode, I'll be heading to Yamanote Line East, hopefully defeating the Tosa boss and completing all my challenges. This has been Raktar. Thank you for watching.